Now, National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batohi, is expected to testify at the Nkabinde Inquiry today. Her testimony was initially set to happen yesterday, but outstanding documents and authorization of NPA officials to testify on behalf of the suspended South Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions, that's Advocate Andrew Chauke, delayed those proceedings. Nqobile Madlala has been following those deliberations and joins us now live from the capital. Nqobile, it was Advocate Nqobile who had an incessant plea to say that a situation like this would set a harmful precedent. And today, you get the sense that Shamila Batohi who would offer up her thoughts on proceedings thus far. Just give us an insight into what we can expect.
Well, definitely, she is the key witness, especially because she is the one that wrote the letter to the president asking for this inquiry to actually take place. So she was here yesterday waiting for her testimony to take place. But unfortunately, due to the delays in the paperwork, which Justice Nkabinde has highlighted as very important to be just get it out of the way so that they're able to continue accordingly. As a result, they had to offer an apology and ask her to go. But she really is an important person to explain exactly what is it that she saw, especially with regards to the two cases that they're dealing with, which is the Mdluli matter as well as the Johan Boysen matter with the Katomena in KwaZulu-Natal. But I want to bring in my guest now to give us more details because, first of all, we know that currently Pretoria or the city of Tshwane is struggling with a bit of power, which is why it's dark here. But of course, we know that Justice has already said that she doesn't want any more delays. So can we expect that we are going to be sitting, and who is the first witness?
Good morning, Nqobile, and to our viewers. The delays in situations like today's are something that is out of the control of the inquiry because we have almost a citywide blackout power failure, which we hope Tshwane will be able to resolve speedily to enable us to start at 10 as scheduled. With Advocate Batohi, the National Director of Public Prosecutions, being led in a testimony by the evidence leader, Advocate Mhlamunyane. The other delays that the chairperson, Justice Nkabinde, was referring to relate to things that are unavoidable. For instance, when the President gazetted the terms of reference on the 30th of September, the most natural thing that was going to follow was that the minister, working together with the chairperson, needed to determine the seat of the inquiry. And as you can imagine, one of the most important things for them was ensuring that we save on costs. So instead of going out to hire a venue outside, they found one within the Department of Justice, which is where we are at the Salo. So that in itself took a bit of time. Further to that, there was the whole issue of setting up the critical infrastructure, making sure that the necessary appointments are made, the secretary of the inquiry is appointed, service providers like transcription services, audiovisual are appointed and set up. So that in itself also took a bit of time. So those are some of the delays that the chairperson was referring to. That's why she's saying out of the 4 months, a month or so was taken up by that process of setting up the necessary infrastructure for the inquiry to succeed.
Right, and of course, she also spoke about the fact that it's very important to have these testimony and statement provided to the other party, especially defense.
Yes. So basically, before you can call up a witness, there needs to be a statement that all parties can look at in preparation for that witness's testimony. As you know, when a witness takes a stand, the other parties have the right to cross-examine the witness. So that can only be possible if they've got access to that witness's statement ahead of time. So the meeting yesterday between the various parties, the NPA, the evidence leaders, and Advocate Chauke's team was to determine the terms of engagement. So they finalized an agreement that set timelines for how and when they would be exchanging the necessary information that will make the process easier from now going forward.
All right. And of course, we are expecting then Shamila Batohi to be able to do that testimony in front of Justice Nkabinde and the panel. And we know that she is a key player and a key witness that will be able to speak to those statements, that witness list that they speak about. But we also know that defense is saying they are going to be bringing people that used to work for NPA, and they're currently seeking for a right to be able to have them on the stand, speak about their work, because they are sworn to secrecy because of the kind of work that they do. Nqobile.
Yes, hopefully hoping for some more light on the issue. Nqobile, thank you so much for giving us that update.